It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones had to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide up. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones had to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. It'll only be a gain of 1 yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. This defense for the Niners, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'll be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Looking to throw. Jones. It's Kelsey on the ground. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Travis Kelsey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here this afternoon. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Aldrick Rosas on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, 49ers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And some space here. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Up the middle, Nwangu. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Another toe-free 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Jones to throw on 3rd down.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
On the give is Nwangu.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Drops this off with Nwangu.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Rodgers gonna go on 4th down. Being chased out left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the 22, Jones.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Handoff here to Nwangu.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Another run now for Nwangu.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
78 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now at 1,200 yards for the season.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Kene Nwangu with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And the Niners are able to cash in for 6.
So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Jones now on 3rd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
picked up by Javon Holland. And that was one I kind of saw it coming, Charles. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. Three yards remain for second down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But the only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Rodgers. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down. Seibert's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Throwing Jones. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. Now Jones toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he's got some space here. He's at the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Tampa Bay.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Rosas good with the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Here comes Darius Slayton from his end zone.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 119 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, here's Nwangu.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Now it's Nwangu.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. If they want a first, they the 32 here on third down. He'll buy some, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Foyesade Aluakin drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Three-quarters in the books.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, and now it's second down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Oh, he bowls over him. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. So following the run by Gordon, here's first and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Looking long for Westbrook.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, two-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Niners on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Handoff right side to Nwangu.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes it just...
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The ball comes out, and they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On the run is Nwangu. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kene Nwangu with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the 49ers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Jones. They'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 52 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Gordon is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Slayton going to take it from the end zone. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
226 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll look to run with Nwangu.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Kene Nwangu.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the 49ers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Fielded right around the 8.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses.